Hello, my name is Pearlie McCall, Perryman, and I wanted to take some time to answer the question, how Dr. York has impacted my life. When this charge was first made, I didn't feel as if I had the right to answer that question because I had never met Dr. York in person. However, I couldn't shake the notion that this was something that I really needed to do. I would like to start off saying that one of the first things that got my attention with Dr. York is when I found out that he was able to teach people from a variety of schools of thought, and he transitioned them through those schools of thought. And that journey was so similar to my own, because I had been doing that on my own for the last few years. And secondly, to add to that point, when you are able to transition people through different schools of thought, first and foremost, you have to be able to meet them where they are mentally and emotionally. And I know that because I used to be a health coach. And I knew in order to help people get results, I had to meet them where they are physically and emotionally, so they would be able to receive the information that I'm sharing with them, so they'll be able to change their life and their eating habits. And I know that to be able to do that, you have to operate from a place of patience and love. You have to. And so that was one of the things first that got my attention with Dr. York. Two was his ability to organize a group of people. One of the things that stood out most prevalently in my mind was a video I saw on Fox News. Fox News actually. And it talked about this leader in Eatonton, Georgia that had this group of people, and they were describing his case and different allegations. But the pictures that they showed of this community and of this land were exquisite. They were phenomenal. There were pyramids on this land. There were sculptures on this land, and they were very beautifully, elegantly, and exquisitely done. They were amazing. So you had to have people of smarts, intelligence, and ambitiousness to create these type of things. And I was just in awe just from the pictures and from the video clippings that I had saw of this land. And so I kept looking into Dr. York and the Nuwaubian Nation, and I saw a lot of different videos, positive, negative, pros and cons. But one thing I can say that I am truly blessed now in this point in my life is to look at things with to have a certain awareness, and to be able to use that awareness to look at things with a different lens and through a different eye. So when I was looking at videos of Dr. York and the Nuwaubian people, the people who were very close to Dr. York, I asked myself a few questions. And one of the questions were, how are leaders all over the world treated when they're able to galvanize and move a group of people? Two, who's writing the articles? Who's creating these videos about Dr. York and his people? What is their background? Where do they live? Where are they from? What is their philosophy? Who are these people that are sitting down and spending such valuable resource as time to create these videos? Who are they? Three, how did they pick the words to use to describe Dr. York and his people? For example, words like cult. What is it about the that community that you felt it was best to use that word to describe them? And two, using that word, how would that impact others' thinking, and how does that impact my thinking when I'm listening to you talk about Dr. York and the people that were very close to him? So I asked myself, what is determining my perception of Dr. York? Is it YouTube videos? Is it the media? Is it a set of articles that are the first to appear in search engines these days? And one of the best pieces of advice that is pressed upon my mind is, seek and ye shall find, and ask and it shall be given unto you. So what I started to do was I started to read Dr. York's books, and I started to listen to videos from him. And I started to listen to him explain the different circumstances that was going on in regards to the allegations against him. And I listened to that, and I sat, and with all the information, the pros and cons, the positives and negatives, I sat in meditation, and I prayed, and I sat in meditation, and I listened. And I asked myself these questions. I said, Pearlie, how do you feel when you're reading Dr. York's books? What vibes does he give off when he speaks? How does my heart and soul respond to the sounds and vibrations of this man's voice? And so for those of you who are looking for truth and a knowing and a confirmation, know this. Know that that is not going to come from any YouTube video, and it's not going to come from the media. It is going to come from your soul. And you have to go there and get what you're looking for always and under all circumstances. But if you are looking for truth about Dr. York and the Nuwaubians, go there. Go into your soul and figure out what is true. And so that leads me into my last point, is what does it mean to know? And so if you're in a place in your life where you are researching things and questioning things and questioning everything, even things in books, even things that are documented, because if you are researching those, then you come to find that a lot of things that have been shared in books are not quite true and not how they seem. So I used to ask myself all the time, and this used to rob me of my peace, used to rob me of my sleep. What does it mean to know? Does it mean that I got it from a book? Does it mean that a teacher taught me in school that 1 + 1 is 2, and now I know that putting that together is 2? What does it mean to know? Because it seemed like to me all my life, everything had been given to me, and I accepted it as true. And since I accepted it as true, I told my mind that I knew it. And I'm coming to find out that a lot of things that I've accepted as truth from all spectrums of life, to history, to spirituality, to things that we consider facts, are not necessarily true. So what does it mean to know? And one day I was sitting in meditation. I had a thought that popped in my mind. And I realized that truth is something first revealed to you in your mind through your soul. And this realm, this physical realm, confirms that for you. So I have an idea, I have a thought. And a couple of days later, I see something in a person, in nature, in people, in whatever, that confirms that for me. And that is for me, my knowing, is my truth, and I can stand on that. So fast forward a couple of days later, I'm sitting there and I'm still researching Dr. York, and this is one of the first videos I come to of his after I've sat in meditation and figured out what it means for me to know. And he said, don't believe me. Don't believe anything I say unless it has been confirmed for you. I say this exists. I say this does not exist. But you choose what exists based on what your knowledge is. And if you don't believe me or trust me, that's okay, because it hasn't been confirmed for you. And that was alignment for the heavens for me, because I just asked myself what it is to know, and what it is to be, what it is to know, and to have a knowledge of something and a sureness of it. And here it is, he comes and he says the same exact thing that has been revealed to me in my soul. And that gave me confirmation on who this man really is and who he says he is. So that is how Dr. York has impacted me in a small nutshell. I just wanted to share that because that was one of the defining moments of my life, to where I can use that space in me to make decisions on my life, whether it's in business, whether it's in health, whether it's in relationships. I know what it means to know, and I can use that in every aspect of my life. And so I would like to say that's how Dr. York has impacted me. Peace and thank you.